What's up, people? What are you guys saying? It's your boy Tarek, and yes, I'm back with a video on a Saturday. I know, right? I don't normally upload on a Saturday, and I'm pretty sure you guys are aware. If you didn't see my post on the community page, I normally upload on a Friday, but yesterday, due to a situation, I couldn't upload yesterday. I wasn't in the right headspace, I wasn't in the right frame of mind, so there was no type of uploading happening yesterday. I needed to kind of bring myself back together. So that's why I said, okay, cool, I didn't upload yesterday, so I'm gonna upload today. So yeah, we're here today. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on, so every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. Do I have anything else I need to say? No, we're just gonna get in straight into today's video. So as you guys can see by the title, this is quite a common thing that happens within the community. You know, you try to make friends with people, but all they want to do is that's what they want to be doing. And quite frankly, it can be quite annoying because it's like you have the purest intentions just to literally be friends with someone, or try to be friends with someone, or you just want to go on a friend date, as I call it. I need to try and stop doing this. It's a habit. But actually, no, to be fair, I can't do this because it depends on the intentions that some men have. Like I said, one person could have the intention of literally just going on a friend date, and then the other person could be like, okay, so after this date, what are we doing? We're going back to yours, we're going back to mine. Like, that's literally how some of these men think. And also as well, it's all about communication. If you're not clear with someone about what you're actually looking for and what your intentions really are, then it's not going to work. But even with that, even with you being clear and you having great communication skills, some men still just want to clap your cheeks. So yeah, but obviously, you know me, I've got my notes, so yeah, we're just gonna go through the list that I have, and we're gonna break down and we're gonna talk about it. And also, I want you guys to put your experiences about this in the comment section. I know this is quite common in the gay scene. You cannot tell me you have never been through something like this. I'll call you a liar. Yeah, but before I even do anything, it's really hot in my room. It's like a hot box in here. I need to put on my fan. Yeah, the fan needs to go on because even with the window open, I'm boiling and I'm roasting in here. Right. So the first note is, I said it plain out, and I said it like this: men are very horny. A lot of them. Okay, I should have put a comment here because that's not gonna be okay. Cool. Let's start again. Men are very horny. A lot of them have no self-control, and they have ulterior motives when you're trying to be friends with them. So you lot can probably see it yourselves. I see it for myself when I go clubbing sometimes, how men move. And this is what's scary as well, and this is actually this is a message I'm actually going to put out there. You'll tell a guy no, but they'll be persistent. Once I tell your ass no, I mean no. I don't want you to, don't think it's, this is another thing as well why I say I don't like being chased. Once I tell you no, it's a no. Don't be thinking, oh, if I tell you I'm not interested, stop trying to be persistent. No, I know some people like the persistency. Like, there's some men out there, they like it. They're like, ooh, like, I like a man that tries hard. I like a man that I'm not one of the, when I tell you no, I'm not interested, or no, I don't want to, it's a blanket no. I don't want to hear nothing other than that. So keep it to yourself and leave me alone. Yeah, a lot of men have no self-control. No self-control whatsoever. Like, literally, you could just be out with a guy, just out, and then he's like, you want to come back to mine? But then again, it's you as well, you as the individual that needs to have self-control, because if a guy invites you back to his, you don't necessarily have to go. Because we all know what happens if a guy invites you back to his house. We all know what's going on. You're not just going to go there to watch films and watch movies. Now, me saying that, I just want to put a disclaimer. Well, it's not really a disclaimer. I just want to put out there, I have gay friends that I've never slept with and never done anything like that with. So it's a thing where it can happen, it is possible. It's not to say it's not possible. It's just the type of men that you're trying to be friends with, they have ulterior motives in their brain. They're like, oh no, you're too good looking for me to be your friend. I want to add you to my roster. That's how people move in the community. They want to add you to their roster. They want to say that I've slept with this person, that person, this person. There's nothing wrong with, listen, I'm not slut shaming. I'm not telling people they can't sleep. But if I'm literally telling you as an individual, I'm just looking for friends, I'm looking to make new friends, but you have in the back of your head that one day me and you are going to sleep together, get that thought out of your head. I don't care how handsome you are. That's not my thought process. Because like I said, I've got handsome friends. I've got good looking friends. I've never once even thought that's what we're going to be doing. Not once. Because like I said, it's possible. It's all about self-control and having that self-control to say to yourself, you know what? No, I'm not overstepping that boundary. Because I feel like once that line is crossed to where you're getting intimate now, there's no coming back from that, you know. Intimacy, we're gonna get into the because that kind of relates to a point that I took down. And the last part of the note is having an ulterior motive. So you could want to be friends with somebody, but in their head, that's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to clap your cheeks. And then the problem with that is, once you guys do your thing, and they kick you out of the house afterwards, you feel used. You feel used. You feel like trash. You feel like, you understand what I'm saying? Like you feel like worthless. And that's why I had to delete Grindr off my phone. Because that app makes you feel so worthless as a person. It's like, if I'm going to be doing something like that with somebody, well, in fact, that's one of the reasons why I deleted it. If I'm going to be doing something like that with somebody, I want to at least have a connection with you. I want to at least know you. We have to at least know each other, at least. And there has to be some kind of connection there. I don't want to just be with someone and then it's like, okay, cool, we're done. Like it's business. That's what it feels like it's business. You know when you go to your job and you do your 9 to 5 and then at 5 o'clock you leave. But this is not a 9 to 5. This is a quick 10-minute, well, it depends how quick you do your thing. And then after the time period, that's when you leave the house and then it's like, oh, you take your bus back. If you don't drive, you take your bus back. You take your train back to your house. It's a waste of money and it's a waste of time and it's a waste of energy. Like, I don't see the point in it. And that's what I'm saying with the hookup culture. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous because you could feel used. You could feel like a piece of meat. It's not a nice feeling, but I guess some people don't mind. Some people don't mind that, and kudos to them if that's what they want to be doing. But me personally, I'm done with that whole kind of hookup culture thing. It's not worth it. And that actually leads on to my next point that I have here. The hookup culture within the community is real. Everybody just wants to sleep with everybody, and it's true. The gay community, and I've realized this in London. I don't know about other places within the UK. I'm talking about in London. In London, is very small. I will go to follow somebody on Instagram, or I would meet someone on a dating app now. Okay, cool. We're kind of sliding away from the friends things, but I'm just giving an example. Someone that I'm trying to get to know, but I see that me and you have mutuals. There's not one person I've followed from the scene, right? Or I've met on a dating app that's not following other people that I know, or that I know of, or that we have mutuals. Everybody seems to know everybody. And it's when I go to the events, it's when it's like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. You see everyone. Pride. Black pride. Certain, I'm not even talking about clubbing. I'm talking about events. There's a difference between clubbing and events. Events can happen in a club, but I'm talking about the events. Because you could go to a club any Saturday, Sunday, and boom, cool. You bump into a few people here and there. But I'm talking about events. When they post the events on social media, and you go there and you're seeing and it's just like, you're from Instagram, you're from here, and it's just like, wow. The scene is a lot smaller than you think. And that's just London. So if that's just London, imagine what Manchester's like, Liverpool, Bristol, all these other places. And probably even if I go to Manchester, because I heard Manchester's gay scene is very... Like, I've been in Manchester once, but I was 18 and I wasn't out. So I experienced the straight scene. I didn't experience the gay scene. So I have to eventually go to Manchester at some point, to experience the gay scene, just to see what it's like. I'm pretty sure I'll run into people that I've come across on social media. I could put money on it. I could put money on it. All people want to do is sleep with this person, sleep with that person, and it's just like everybody's sleeping with everybody at this point. To me, it's just weird, isn't it? My next point has, when I have suggested to be friends with some men or getting to know them as a friend, they've declined it. Now, you have every right to decline it. You don't, if that's not what you're looking for, cool. But it's just like, what's happened to actually just building a bond with somebody as a friend? Like, what's happened to that? Why can't we go back to doing that? Because that's how some relationships can start as well, by just being friends with somebody, not immediately clapping cheeks. Because with clapping cheeks now, some people do get attached. It depends on the person. Me personally, I can have sex with someone. I'm gonna just be transparent. I can have sex with someone and not get attached. For me, it sounds mad, but I can have sex with you and then I'll literally just be like, okay, cool. It is what it is. But there's some men out there, they can have sex with you and literally you're not even partners with them, but it's like they're acting like you're their partner. And this is what I'm saying about energies, but we'll get into that point because I've wrote that down. This is why you can't be sleeping with everyone and anybody. You have to be very careful who you're intimate with. You have to be very careful. You can't just be sleeping with everybody and anybody like that. This is why they say in the Bible not to have sex before marriage. But I'm not gonna get into the religious side of things. I kind of wish I didn't lose my virginity when I did. I wish I could save it till marriage, but it is what it is. I don't have regrets on it. I don't regret. No, I'm just saying I kind of wish that if I could turn back time, I would have. And if I knew what I know now, back then, like I said, so if I had the knowledge I have now, and we turn back time, and I was back at the age I was when I lost my virginity, I would have declined. I would have said, nah, I'm good. Saving yourself until marriage, trust and believe, is probably the best thing, because you're pure. But like I said, I don't want to get, because I don't want to get into that. Anyway, let's move on to the next point. When you have sex with people, you're exchanging energies. You see, moved on to my next. It's kind of all the points are not linking up together. When you have sex with people, you're exchanging energies. Whether you believe in that or not, it is true. When you have sex with people, you are exchanging energies with them. So this is why it's known as soul ties, right? This is why when you have sex with people and then people start moving mad, as a lot of people say, they start moving mad, they start belling down your phone, they start saying they miss you and all this type of thing. And the worst part is they're not your partner, but they've opened themselves up to you. They've allowed themselves to be, you know, when someone is, and yes, I'm going to be quite blunt with it, when someone is naked in front of you, that's a very vulnerable position to be in. Allowing someone to see someone else naked is very vulnerable. I don't care what anybody says, it's very vulnerable. For me to be naked in front of another man is me being vulnerable, you know. Because I'm not gonna show myself to everybody. We're not doing that. So for me to actually take off my clothes and do all of that jazz, it's a vulnerable position to be in. So that's why you get some guys that after when you do the deed, they start moving mad, because it's like, okay, they feel a type of way about you now because they've allowed themselves to be open in front of you. It's happened to me, and that's why I'm talking about it. Because I've had certain men move like that towards me, and I never understood it back then. I was like, why are you moving like, it was, you know what it was. But it makes sense. Energy is a real thing. So I know a lot of people don't believe in it. They just think, oh, sex is sex. Nah, it's not. Like I said, you don't know. The next point is you don't know people's true agenda. Just be careful who you're engaging with. You got to pick up a vibe. When you're interacting with people and engaging with people, try to pick up a vibe from them. If they're on the same kind of level as you or the same kind of energy wavelength as you, then proceed. But if, like, for example, you kind of sense that they're trying to, because you can sense when a man wants to bring you back to their bedroom. You can actually sense it. You can sense it. You can sense it from the text messages or even in person. I can tell from how a man looks at me. That's how I can tell. Personally, from how a man looks at me. And me personally, it's like, is that all you lot ever? Because like afterwards now, what is next? Like, okay, cool. After we've done that, what's next? You brought me back to your bedroom. We've done the deed. What's next now? You're about to kick me out your house. Because what if I was to really get comfortable and go downstairs and actually make myself a cup of... Nah, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Because I'm in someone else's house. But hypothetically speaking, what if I was to actually go downstairs, get comfortable, put on your bathrobe and just make myself a cup of tea and get comfortable and switch on the TV? Yeah, a lot of men have a different agenda. I beg your pardon. That's why I'm surprised, like, when I actually see like a group of gay guys, but then I can't talk because I don't know their backstory. They all could be friends from effing one another, and that's how they became friends. I'm just saying, I don't know people's backstory. I can only speak about me and my friends, and we actually met in a natural way. It was not through a dating app. It was all through, it was in person. That's how I became friends with my group of friends. All in person. There was no dating app. There was none of that kind of stuff. I know, and I'm not saying again, I don't want it to sound like there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with making a friend through a dating app. There's many people that do that. But I'm just saying, for me personally, all my friends that I have now, my group of, I met them all in person, face to face. There was none of this, oh my God, like, you seem cool on... No, it was all face to face. I met everybody. So yeah. My next point, people within the scene don't know how to just be friends. Well, and then I put in brackets, not all of us are like that. It's kind of, again, it kind of goes back to people just want to have sex. People just want to hook up. You cannot just be friends with a gay. I don't know, there's a stigma there. You try to be friends with them, but in the back of their mind, they're thinking, one day you're going to allow me. One day. And it's just like, once that door opens, people don't understand, once that door opens, that can change everything. You could be friends from the beginning, and it can actually be going pretty well, but once that door opens, and you allow that person to then cross that line, that changes everything. Because one person will catch feelings, and that's when that person will no longer see you as a friend. They'll see you as more. I put here, but I've already said it. Once men have sex with you or hook up with you, they tend to just kick you out of their house. I don't need to go over that again, because I kind of basically spoke about that already, but again, I was jumping the gun. My next point is how to spot if they want a friendship or hookup. Again, it's a vibe. It's picking up a vibe. Like I said, I kind of went over it, but you can tell when a man wants to be your friend, and you can tell when a man wants to bring you in your bed. You can tell. You can always tell. No amount of hiding can hide that. You could tell. Because I can tell. Especially when a man is bare touchy as well. It's like, why are you touching me so much though? You can tell. Because a friend doesn't touchy. Friends don't do that. But a man that's feeling your thing will do that. Because they're trying to entice you. They're trying to get you to feel a type of way. But it's just very interesting having this comment. I want to know what other gay guys feel about this, because it's a very interesting conversation to have. It's a very interesting topic to actually be talking about, because it happens. It's very real. It happens in the community a lot. And I think it's about time it stops. Like I said, again, I'm not saying people can't hook up. They kind of have fun. I'm not saying that. Do whatever you want to do. But it's like, what's happened to building connections? What's happened to that? I feel like that's... And I feel like, okay, cool. When I was DL, I thought like... How can I put this? It was toxic in a way for me, because I was hiding who I truly was. And when I came out and I actually experienced... Like, I've had like... I came out... What year did I come out? 2022, when I'm in 2024. It's only been 2 years. And I've actually kind of experienced what the scene is like. I'm like, oh my God, the gay scene is actually mad toxic. It's mad toxic. I thought being DL was toxic, but boy, oh boy, the gay scene is toxic. And you lot can't sit there and tell me that it isn't. Men are married, but they're texting you. Men will have a whole other family, but they're texting you. Men are cheating on their boy. This is another thing as well. This is why I say energy is real. This is why no one is loyal nowadays as well, and no one's faithful. Everybody wants to be booming everybody. Everybody wants to be clapping everyone's cheeks. Energy's actually... That's why no one is satisfied with when they just have one. This is why there's all these... what do they call it? Monogamy is one. Polyamorous relationships. Again, I'm not throwing no shade, but I'm just talking my shit. I believe, my opinion, don't come for me. Yeah, it's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's factual, but I'm just going by what I'm seeing. The reason why I believe people are having 3 and 4 boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever you identify as is because no one is truly happy with just having one, or open relationships or stuff like that. No one's happy with just one, because everybody is exchanging energies. It goes back to the exchanging energies. Everyone's going back to doing that. That's what I'm saying. You lot are not understanding that exchange. Like, when you have sex with someone and no one's truly satisfied anymore. That's what it is. No one is truly satisfied. I need to take a sip of water. Where's my water? My throat's dry. Grindr and Tinder has changed the way we consume friendships 110%. 110%. More Grindr though. 110%. That's why I said I delete. And I'm not getting it back. 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 All it is when you hear that sound come on, the messages I used to receive on that app. The messages I used to receive on that app. Guys, the messages, all I'm saying is this. The messages I used to receive on that Grindr app. If I was to actually create a series on YouTube or TikTok and just screenshot some of them, I don't even think YouTube would allow me to upload that actually. Because some of them were vile. Some of them, I'm not going to repeat it because I want my stuff to remain on my channel without it being taken down. But some of the stuff was vile. That's why when people say they're looking for love on Grindr, I just kind of used to laugh. I'm like, love on Grindr? You better download Hinge, or at least try Tinder. Because like I said, yeah, Tinder, because people are trying to bring their Grindr energy. What I noticed as well, people are trying to bring that Grindr energy onto Hinge now. Nah. Keep that energy on Grindr, please. Don't bring that over there. I enjoy Hinge, you know. Don't make me not enjoy the app. Please, I beg. Grindr and hookup culture regarding making friends. I kind of just touched on the just be your authentic self though. At the end of all of it, like at the end of all of this, just be yourself. Be yourself. That's all you need to do. And if people don't like you for you, or they don't want to be friends with you for you, then it is what it is. You will attract the right people into your life. I'm a firm believer in these type of things. God puts people. Okay, I'm gonna talk from a religious point of view because I'm a firm believer in the Lord. Some of you, I believe some gay people or LGBTQIA plus people, they're not religious. They're not religious. So if you're not religious, you could just skip past this video, or you could skip this part of the video. But those that are religious, just hear me out quickly. God puts people in your life for a reason. And he gives you tests and stuff that he knows that you can handle. The Lord never gives you stuff that you cannot handle. So just keep that in mind. When you're meeting these new people and stuff like that, it's a test to see how you handle it. He's testing you. Always remember that. The last point that I want to touch on is daddy issues and how many people within the community find it hard to grasp. Now, I believe there's a lot of men that have daddy issues, and daddy issue don't necessarily mean your dad not being in your life. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Your dad could be in your life but he's not present. So what that means is your dad could live with you but he's not present. He doesn't pay you no mind. Whether that's you being gay, whether that's whatever the circumstance is. So what some men try to do is they try to go and confine in older guys. Nothing wrong with that. Again, just want to put it out there. I'm not throwing shade because I date older men too, so it's not a problem. But they want to go and confine in older men and date older men. That's like dad. That's why we have the category. That's why we have like people that call older men daddy and stuff like that. They go and confine in older men as like a father figure to them because their own father is not present in their life. Like I said, you could be in the same room with someone but they're not present. Always remember that. And that concludes today's video. If you guys have enjoyed or learned anything from this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Oh, and also as well, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was saying also as well, like I had something important to say, and I had nothing of importance to say. But yeah, you guys may see me tomorrow. I'm not sure. If not, you'll see me Monday. Anyway, guys, enjoy your weekend.